have, it's funny, it says, what letter should I bought for the lien holders who bought my property tax lien? All they bought was your tax lien. They didn't actually buy the tangible asset. They didn't actually convert ownership. They converted, all they got is the lien. Like, say, let me make it simple. Like all my cars, my sister owns, and I lien them all, because if anybody tries to come after me, or tries to sue me, I could say everything's owned by my sister, which in technicality is true. But I lien everything. So see, people go after the owner of the property. They never go after the lien holder of the property. So this guy's saying, oh, well, somebody bought my liens. Oh, that's great. So somebody bought your liens? That's great. It's like equitable title or legal title. So the state got legal title of the property, but they can't use it. They can't enjoy it. They can't do anything with it. But they have legal title. You have equitable title, which means you get to enjoy it. You get to actually do whatever you want with that piece of property. So I couldn't care less. It's like almost the same thing with a birth certificate. I couldn't care less how many liens there might be out on my name or my house or my car. I couldn't possibly care less. Because everything, like I said, all my property, all my cars and stuff, I put in my sister's name as the owner and me as the first lien holder. So if anybody says, well, Karl, you got an awfully nice car there, I'm going to lien you up. Yeah, go right ahead. They're going to put a lien on it. They're going to find out my sister's the owner. So it's going to be like, oh, she owns the car? Yeah, she owns the car. They're like, huh. Then how do we take the car away from her? I guess you're going to have to lien her up. The only problem is you got to go through my lien against her first, which is like $10 billion. So good luck with paying off my lien first. It's like, well, Karl, you owe me $1,000. It's like, well, you know what? That's just lovely. So what? You're still not going to touch that white Camaro over there because my sister's the owner, and I'm the lien holder. So if somebody buys your lien, who cares? What are my sister's driving a car right now? Because I got my sister driving my little red So my sister's got that car. I'm the lien holder. I got the title. We just put it on the road for her about a month ago. And I'm the lien holder on that little red car. So what if I wanted to sell my value, my equitable value, what I believe that lien is worth? Say my sister owes me $10,000 on that car. And I say to somebody, hey, you know what? I told people a while ago, man. I explained to them the holder in due course rule. This is a holder in due course thing. I can't remember what episode I did a holder in due course. But if I got the lien on a little red car my sister's driving, I could transfer it to Malik right now if I want to. I can say, Malik, I don't want to try to collect any more money off of her. I don't want to have to. I got a lien on a car that's worth $10,000. Malik, would you like to buy the lien from me? Because I don't want to try to collect from this lady. And Malik could say, well, how's her credit rating? How much have you been able to collect from her? Who is she? Let me do a background check on her. And then Malik could say, oh, she's been making payments to you? Yeah, she's been she's been doing right. She's been making payments to me. And then Malik could say, oh, okay, I'll give you $5,000 for that $10,000 lien. Because it's worth his interest to try to keep collecting the money. And like I said, and that's why I was telling people about a rider clause and a holder in due course rule, that if Malik says to me, but if she misses 2 payments, I'm going to get my $5,000 back, so we're going to hold this in escrow between us, and I'm going to discharge and release that $5,000 into your custody until she makes at least 2 or 3 payments in a row, and then I'll release all the money to you. Then I'll release the $5,000 to you. So just because they're swapping liens, who cares? Why would you? I forgot what you do. The man just said something. What letter should I send to lien holders who bought my property tax lien? So I hope they enjoy it. So I hope they, I can't see there's any value in it. The only thing they could try to do is try to get a levy against you eventually, and try to say that, hey, we're going to enforce this lien. We're going to try and enforce this lien. But like I said, anytime you want to go out and challenge anybody who's got a lien on you, just say to them, hey, you got a lien on me? Great. Where did you get that from? You have the right to have a hearing of tax liens. So, or any kind of lien. Anybody puts a lien on you, you say, whoa, where do you believe that you have the right to lien me up? It's like, look at all those people who are getting in trouble. They're just running around leaning judges up. And just say, well, the judge made a ruling on it, like the judge did something against the Constitution, the judge did this, the judge did that. See what a lien does up. That's most well, technically, the judge she should just have a hearing. Just like everybody else in society. They just say, hey, look, man, you can't lien me up, or if you're going to lien me up, you got to have a damn good reason why you lien me up. And I'm going to have a hearing about it, and we're going to determine whether or not you have a legitimate lien against me. And if you file a false lien against me, oh, buddy, not only is that like what you call like criminal charges that the state or the county can go up against you, but you could flip it around and sue him for like triple damages or treble damages. But see, that's another legalese word, treble damages instead of triple. You know what I'm saying? For some reason they say treble instead of triple. So see, I try to stay away from words like treble damages. I would just flat out say, I'm going to charge you 3 times the amount of money that it cost me to fight you and to get this lien lifted. So that's why you have like anytime you have a dispute over a lien, you have the right to bring it into court and say, hey, you know what, this guy's leaning me up, but I believe he's got the wrong guy. I believe he's going after property in which he has no rightful claim to. So, like I said, it's another way you could do it too. Like I said, when you listen to the older calls of mine, you can see where it just say that people file a notice of interest in the property. Do a public notice that there's a notice of interest. If anybody has any interest in that property, let them make their claim come forward now, and that would show that the lien person who's got the lien is supposed to be making their claim. They're going to have to bring their forward their lien and say, this is how we got the lien, this is how much we paid for the lien, and this is why we believe that you owe us money now instead of the county. And they're going to have to make their case that somehow you owe it to them now. So I'm trying to see what else to